As part of its 25th anniversary season, SpeakEasy Stage is revisiting the musical Violet. With a powerful folk, rock, and gospel score, this musical, set in 1964, tells the story of a North Carolina woman who travels by bus to Tulsa to see a faith healer she thinks can transform her life. Here to tell us about this current production are Alison McCartan, who plays the title character, and Dan Belnavis, who appears as Flick, a soldier whom she meets on the bus. Thank you both for being with us.
Of course.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, let's start with you. You have a show, you play a character that's called Violet.
Yes.
What's she like? What's her problem?
Yeah, so she has spent most of her life with a pretty substantial facial scar, and it's really kind of defined her life. She feels ugly, she feels pitied and judged, and so the story is of her journey to Tulsa, like you said, to visit this faith healer who she knows will change her life, and then the people she meets along the way who do.
All right, so you're one of the people she meets along the way on the bus. What's your story?
I am on my way to Fort Smith, Arkansas. I'm in the Army, I'm a soldier, and so I'm going to the base camp. There's a big base there, and I meet Violet on the way, and we kind of start to get to know each other, and both of our stories kind of start to intermingle, and we kind of get to know each other very well. And
The rest is history. Okay, the director did this show, back in 2000.
Yes.
It isn't a revival of that production, but it's a new version of it. What is it about the score that makes this, imperfectly recognized musical gem? What would you say?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's got really varied styles, and there's a lot of substance to it. What I love most about it is that it's not one of those like kind of fluffy musicals. There's like a lot of meat behind the music, a lot of storytelling behind it, and it speaks to the heart, I think.
One of the things that I noticed about it is SpeakEasy got a grant in order to work with Boston community gospel choirs. Now, I imagine you might be do you sing along with them, or is there a lot of gospel music? You're a different character.
In that one scene, I'm actually singing off stage.
Oh, I see.
But they came in the other day, and they are incredible.
They sound amazing.
It adds so much life and so much richness to. I mean, I think that everyone already sounds great, but then to have this layer, it adds a layer of authenticity. It just brings life to this one scene that they're part of.
Oh, so now, is this story sad, or is this triumph of the human spirit, or would you say it's not a comedy, so it's a dramedy?
You know, it's got a little bit of both. There are certainly funny moments in it. It's very human. That's what I think is so wonderful about it. It certainly is a musical comedy, and it really isn't like a super drama either. It just really, it kind of does the ebbs and flow of the whole journey. I think it kind of covers all the bases. Now,
SpeakEasy is known for doing edgy type shows as well as premieres. Is there something edgy about this production, or is it just a simple, was it a short story or a novel that was adapted?
Yeah, so it's based on a story by Doris Betts called The Ugliest Pilgrim, which is actually a lovely story. I recommend people maybe look into it. But
well, you're certainly not the ugliest pilgrim.
Thank you.
Yeah, so...
what was the
answer? Well, no. Is it edgy?
Edgy. I wouldn't say edgy, but it certainly, I mean, she's going through a lot. She's been dealing with this for all of her life, and she's kind of put everything on the line and has this unbelievable faith in her healing, that this will happen. And so there's a lot at stake for her.
Now, does your character believe in healing, or does he need healing?
My character, I believe in healing oneself. He doesn't really believe in placing faith in outside sources. He, from his experiences, being a black man growing up, now it's the 1960s, I think that he's been through so much, and he really believes in like fortifying yourself. And if you believe in yourself, and you know that you can make it through hard times, and not really looking for outside people to kind of co-sign your decisions. So, but it's a give and take. Like, I'm trying to impart that to her, but she is also teaching me that sometimes it's nice to believe in something bigger than yourself.
And so this production, you already know that the director got acclaim for doing the show in the past, and this show has gotten a lot of publicity, the thing about the choirs and everything else there. So this, you recommend this for all audiences of this show, or is it a little bit adult, or what?
I think all audiences.
I would also say all audiences, maybe not super
Like
little,
babies,
super young kids,
yeah.
just because some of the nature is adult in nature. But I think that everyone
Can get something out of it.
can see this and really relate to it on some level.
All right. Just tell us, when is this production? Where is it going, and when is it running through?
So it runs until February 6th. It's at the Calderwood Pavilion.
And you're in the big one, right?
Yeah, the
You're
Wimberley.
in the big of the two things.
Yes.
The
Wimberley Theater, yes.
Okay. And so, well, congratulations on this.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you
So nice to
Thank
chat
you so
with
much.
you.
That's it for this edition of Neighborhood Network News. Chris Lovett and the rest of the gang will be back here on Monday night. We hope you'll join us then.